What's up, everyone? Good evening, and welcome to another exciting episode of the BMS podcast show. This is a platform where we bring Zimbabweans here in Cape Town doing business, church people, football people. We sit here with them, and then they tell us their story. So today here we are joined by one of the most influential people, a business person, an entrepreneur, someone who's also involved in football circles. Let's give him a special welcome, I call him Mr. Greenmind, Mr. Kudzi. Welcome, Mr. Kudzi. Welcome, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
How is your day? How has been your week going so far?
It has been good. God has been keeping us well.
Thank you very much, and thank you for sparing this moment to be with us here on this podcast.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, I don't want to waste much of your time. I'm just gonna ask you a little bit of your background, where you grew up, where you were born. Who is Kudzi? Really, who is Kudzi?
Okay, Kudzi or Walter.
Yes.
Is family-oriented young man.
Yes.
A businessman, a sportsman. Who grew up in the streets of in the rural villages of Rusape. Kwarusape bakumakomo yokudzasuku.
All right.
That's where I grew up, and then from there we maneuvered until we are here at Cape Town.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's interesting. And
in
then
short.
I wanna know kuti chakazokupai mimi kuti harika ndibve kuZimbabwe ndiende ku Cape Town. Chi.
Always. Well, the reason is always looking for greener pastures. Greener pastures, always. You know, when you finish school, the second thing you have to do is to survive. Yeah. Yes. So you always look where the greener pastures are, then we rush. That's the reason why we came here to Cape Town.
So from Zimbabwe, mango ya Cape Town direct count mango mira kuna Joburg or other provinces.
No, I came to Cape Town direct.
Straight
from Zimbabwe straight to Cape Town.
Okay. And which year was that? Makauya kuno kuri?
It was 2017 February.
2017
February, yeah.
Okay. And life in Cape Town. Mapinda mu Cape Town much mabva Zimbabwe tutiza namo tauzotsvaga. Mapinda mu Cape Town much. How was it easy? How was it to find something to do or my challenges amakasangana nawo kubva pamakauya kusvika nhasi pamari?
Okay, to be honest, when I came to Cape Town, I was expecting milk and honey.
Yes.
But that was not the case when I got to the ground. It was tough.
Yeah.
I remember at one point I wanted to go back to Zimbabwe, but I couldn't go because I didn't have money to go back to Zimbabwe. I remember walking to every restaurant, because when you were in Zimbabwe, you hear that people, they make money in the restaurant. Yes, that's all I had in mind when I came to Cape Town. So I tried looking for a job. I put my CVs in every restaurant, all the restaurants, but I couldn't find a job. But yeah, it was very tough. It was very tough for the first 5 months of my arrival. It was tough. It was tough to the extent that I almost thought I made a wrong decision. But not knowing that God, you have something for you, you have some plans for you. But yeah, that's how it was.
All right. And then after all those struggles, basa ramakazotanga kuwana mimi ranga ri basa rei?
Okay, what I can say is like I never got a job in Cape Town until now. I tried looking for a job, but I never got a job. And I never worked in my life. Right. I don't know a salary in my life. Being paid, I don't know. I tried until I started hustling. Okay, I tried looking for a job, down, up, center. The only job I did, but I can't call it a job. Like just someone calling you, come and dig the trench, come and do that one day, come. Yes. I can't really call that a job. All right. So what I can say is like I was never employed. But I looked for a job, I couldn't find, and then I started hustling.
That's interesting.
Because I had no choice.
You never had a salary. But when you look at you right now, you're one of the powerful business people we know in Cape Town. Saka mimi matimi makarishaya ndo matanga hustling. Pa hustling up. Makazi because kuti hustle unofana kunge lesson lautengesa ama apples. Unofana kunge ine capital yekuno order. and then ndoita se build a business from there. Imimi makazvifambisa sekuti muzoestablisha business ratichazotaura nezvaro from the beginning. Zvakafamba sei?
Okay, so what happens is like I think if you go even to my pages, I sometimes try to encourage the young people about starting businesses. Yes. You know, if someone wants to start a business, there's one barrier that stops everyone, but which is, to me, I call it is a false barrier. Capital. If you want to start a business today, someone, if I ask you, why are you not starting a business? You say, I don't have capital.
I don't have start, yes.
But I don't believe that. I believe the best capital for yourself is you. You are the best capital of what? Of yourself. It's not every business you need capital to start. Like, for example, in doing business, we've got two types of business. Either you're selling a product or you're selling a service. So if you provide a service, mostly, you don't really need a capital. Like, for example, here in Cape Town, okay, let's say you want to start a plumbing business.
Yes.
All you need to know is to know how to do plumbing and your phone to advertise. Sometimes even the tools, you don't need them. But if you get a job, you get paid a deposit, you go hire the tools, you do the job. And you start buying your what?
Your own tools.
Your own tools. So I don't believe that lack of capital can stop someone from starting a business. You are as long as you are there, as long as you've got the right attitude, as long as you've got the right mindset, you are the capital for yourself.
Wow, yeah, that's interesting.
So that's how I started. I didn't need any capital. Okay, like the business I started with, I didn't need any capital. It's the business that I could need okay, I didn't even have a phone to start. How I started. It's like I borrowed someone a phone, I created my accounts, I started marketing, I received my I got the clients. So on my first job, on my first contract I got, I bought a phone. Then I started what? Pushing, marketing, expanding. Then I started, because what I could do is that I get a client, I go to those who are already in the industry, those who are already doing it, they could help me getting my small cut, until I started growing, buying my own stuff, doing my own things. Okay. So that's how.
Yeah, that's interesting. I hope the viewers out there, you are getting some notes so that next time, can I also funga or something, you won't stop because you say with Andra Capital. Mr. Greenmind is here. He just told us with the Urukwasa Kutanga, Osnagana even a cent. So, Mr. Greenmind, I want to be specific with the way you just explained. You don't need capital. My viewers, Nesuo Tripanapa, Nenio also, I'm going to take some lessons. This is here business ramakatanga imimi rachweru ramakatanga musina na capital imbori business re
okay, what what I normally do is like I don't really normally want to disclose those types of like what business I do or so on, but I can just generalize that business is under, let's say, under landscaping things, you understand? Okay. So that's why I said I didn't need any capital. Okay, let's say, for example, I give you an example. I get a paving job today. I need a wheelbarrow, I need shovels, I need what to do that one. But if I get a job, the client pays me a deposit.
Yes.
I can easily go and hire those wheelbarrows from someone. Then I get the job what? The job done. I get the man, I pay the people, I pay this one. I'm left with what? With my card. So my first business I started in Cape Town. I can put it as under landscaping, but mainly specializing in artificial grass installation. That's my first business. I started in Cape Town.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very, very, very interesting. Mm-hmm. And business imomo, like in personally, ndamuna akukuziya zvokuti through kwatinosangana stuff, ndamuna akukuziya zvokuti ndona muchi number dzenyu ndakatodziseva, so ndona ma status dzenyu, ndona muchiposta about landscaping, ndona muchiposta about removals, ndona futi muchiposta about BGS, a branding company. So is it a collective of all those companies, or most firms say could manage all those businesses?
Okay. What I can say is like it's not easy, but I have no choice because that's the only thing I know how to do. You understand? Yeah. I don't know how to do anything else instead of that. So I have to manage. Okay, so example like what you said, like we have got BGS and so on in different. No. That's just, it's not one company, but it's different. Like I mastered. Someone once told me that you must have one big river and 7 channels feeding to that what?
To that river.
To that river. Meaning to say you can have one main business, but you can have some small streams feeding to that what?
To that main
business. That's why you mean. Like myself, I call myself a one-stop shop because I do anything. Like now, if you come to me today and say, I want to supply these apples, where can I get them? I'll tell you I know where to get them. And I'll make sure, as long as you are paying, I will make sure I don't sleep until I get where to get what? Until I know where to get those apples for you. Because I know every chance I get, if you come to me with a business proposal, I know it's not by coincidence. Yes. But I believe that God is the one who sends people on your what? On your way. So only how to manage those things. Sometimes you have to trust people, just delegate. Like for example, what talking about BGS, this one that does branding and so on. Yes. I can't be always there managing, branding, doing things because I have to do other things. So you just need to train people, delegate to people, trust people, and love people. If you don't love people, then it will be a problem. Because what I mean about loving people is like people, they come with different attitudes. People, they've got different weaknesses and strengths. So, which means you must be able to tolerate people for them to help you. Okay, let me not make it too long.
It's okay because take your toro manots. Ndofunga some of us tinezvinhu zvekuti unongoita plan kuti ndomboita izvi kuti ndikwazoona zvichiitwa somewhere else but unozosvika pakustaka manje kuti ndozvifambisa sei. So matauriro amuri kuita iwaya take your trauma notes. I'm sure all the viewers out there vari kutodzidzawo zvokuti a lot of people will be inspired by whatever you are saying here. So going on to the next one, life here in Cape Town as foreigners. We are from Zimbabwe, and it's not always rosy. There are my challenges amambo sanga now in business during doing your business. There are my challenges amambo sanga now ekuti anogona ku affect because you are a foreign national.
Okay, obviously, as a foreigner here, there are some places that you can't easily go.
Yes. There
are some places that you can't easily get accepted. In some areas, like for example, in this business we do, sometimes you need to win a tender. You bid for a tender.
Yes.
Sometimes they tell you we need a woman, a South African woman.
Yes.
And then I'm a Zimbabwean guy. And there are some of the papers that I can't easily access that South Africans can easily access. Yes. So we are limited somewhere, somehow. We are, which means those citizens, they've got more advantage over us. But there are some things we can't really access. But we have to maximize on those we can access. So that that's what we have. Or some of the cases we say you have to partner with those. With the citizens. Yes. You just have to be clever. And when a Bible not ngwarai senyo. You see, okay, papa na tender, rukudachi South African. For that tender, go and partner South African. You get the tender. You do the business. It's never easy, but you have to. We always find a way. If you found a way to come here, we can always find a way to do anything. We can't be limited. We always knock the doors. Even if they don't open, we knock another one. One door will be open. That's how we.
That was. You just mentioned something that I wanted to ask you about coming from Zimbabwe to Cape Town. I believe in Cape Town there's a huge community of Zimbabweans. So kuti ukasvika in some of the places, unofunza kuti ndiri kuZimbabwe, ndiri kuMbare, because the population yeMazimbabweans ari muno yakawandisa. Saka imimi kuya kwenyu kunoko mamune passport here.
Okay, what I can say is like andisina passport. But andira kuyanga zvangu nemumvura ndotoenda kwekudya. Ndandisina passport. Ndakazotangotogadzisa mapepa ndakunoko. But ndatogara ndakazotangotogadzisa mapepa ndatowa nemabusiness akutorana. So that to show you that nothing is a barrier. Nothing must stop you. Just because I didn't have paper, it didn't stop me from starting.
Yeah, that's very powerful. Amusina passport.
Yes.
Mato shanda muka establish my business.
Yes.
Dova mazoita passport.
Vanazotofungwa regandoita passport.
Wow. Yeah. All right. Still in business. Pane ere pamakambo pazvakambooma kana pazvakamboita tight zvekuti makambofunga kuti ndikandisiyana nazvo. Is there any time yamangambofunga kuti let me give up on this business thing, it's not working for me?
Okay, what I can say is like in business there are seasons.
Yes.
It's not always smooth. Like for example, yeah, it's obvious in winter in Cape Town, almost every business goes down.
Yes.
The rate the business moves in summer is not the same rate the business moves here in winter.
Yes.
So especially, okay, what I can say is like when I started my first business, I remember there's a month I couldn't get even 1,500 rand in Delft. I didn't have a client, I didn't have money, to the extent that I was chased out of the house. Until I got someone who helped me. Why? Because at that time I was still starting. I didn't have any clientele base. No one knew me. I was still starting to try to get into the market. So it's never, when you're starting, it's never easy. It's never easy. It's always hard. But the more you establish, you get 20 customers, 30 customers, the more it becomes easier. Sometimes now you can even get the clients without even marketing. You can get the customer without even posting an ad. But when you start, it's very tough. But I never thought of quitting because I know I had no choice. Because initially when I came to Cape Town, I didn't have any degree for me to say I can look a job for this. When I came here to Cape Town initially, my plan was to go to university. I had passed my A-level in Zimbabwe. Yeah. Then someone here said to come here, we'll send you to university. When I arrived here, things changed. You understand? That's why I started looking for a job, starting to do this. But I didn't have any profession. So I just saw the way in doing business. So I had no, even if when it became tough, I never thought of quitting. No. Why? Because if I quit, okay, now let's say I quit business. What am I going to do? I don't have any degree. I don't have any qualification. My qualification is what? Yes, I acquired some small qualification because of this doing business. But those for myself. But during the process. All right. So I never thought of quitting. But it doesn't mean it doesn't get tough. A lot of times. Sometimes business is stressing. It's not as easy as it looks. Sometimes you sleep without even eating for the business to pursue.
Yeah, mukunyasodzamisa chazvo zvokuti I'm sure vanhu vari kuteerera kunzoko vanhu vachadzidza zvakawanda. So pane mamention apart yekuti makambogara muDelft mukaomerwa and stuff. Vanhu vanogara muCape Town muno vanoziva kuti life yekuma-location kuri dangerous kugara. Yes, vanhu vanogara ikoko, tinogara ikoko because ndokwatiri chiafford, but it's not safe. Yeah. So imimi mune here ndofunga tinonzwa nyaya dzekuti vanhu vakabirwa, unogona kubatwa uchibuda mumba uchiloka dhobvu wabuda. Kana wakatorara wokusukopazirwa mumba. Makambosanganawo here ne those kind of situations yekuti unogona kurobwa kana kuti unogona kutopindwa mumba chemu kana kuti waenda kubasa ubva wasvika mumba muri empty. Makambosangana nazvo here?
Okay, what I can say is like I always say to those people I stay with, I thank God. I think God has been with me day one. I stayed in Kraaifontein when I got here. I never got robbed. Even walking in the street, I stayed in Delft. I never got robbed. Even if walking in the street or the house. So it's not because ndakangwara stereko or ndakadi, but I give glory to God. I think God, I trust in Him. I think Marika ndiwo anongotichengetedza because pana mwana ndorobwa watakarara unopindirwa. So chicha ito nini ndisapindirwa ndakarara. It's not because ndakangwara stereko, but I believe kuti Mwari vanenge vaine vanondichengeta. Inini for me zvangu Mwari vanondifavor. Mwari vanondifavor.
All right. I've heard kuti through this conversation yatiri kuita muri kuwanza kutaura kuti Mwari. So I'm sure kuti my viewers edu angade kuziva kuti unombopinda chechi.
Inini ndinopinda chechi inonzi Word and Prayer Embassy.
Word and Prayer Embassy.
Yeah.
All right. Muno Cape Town
Cape Town inopindwa kuMedland. Every Saturday. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. To the viewers, mukoma watina panapa ndofunga kuti abata about his businesses and stuff, his journey from achipinda muCape Town up to now. Vanoita zve BGS. Ndofunga mukuona up pakanzi BGS. It's a branding and graphics solutions company. Vanoita zve printing. Vanoda kuprintirwa t-shirt andakapfeka ndo vakaiprinta vanoprinta anything chamungade kuprintwa saka tichazoisa nhamba dzavo at the end of the video then mavabata vanoita futi zveartificial grass installation and stuff vanoita zveconstruction and renovations saka tichazopa madetails avo vanenge vachida kuvabata vanenge vada kutora business then mozovabata so mukoma greenmind inini ndokudedza kuti greenmind zokutoti kudzizo ini ndangojaira kuti greenmind so you are one of the people also mu Cape Town munomu vanozikanwa mumacircles in football circles hence tiri kunyanyota inini ndakazonyanya kuziva kuti greenmind because of your club greenmind FC I want to know about your passion about football kuti chii chakaita kuti imi muzwa interested stereki nebhora kusvika pakutozofoma team.
Okay, so like I said, I grew up in those very poor rural areas in Zimbabwe, Rusabe, Kumakomoyo. We used to love to love football. We used to play football a lot. But I feel like somehow, somewhere, the way we're doing it, we were not given the chance to really explore our talents, to really get there. Because we could play nicely. I have a lot of better players that I knew that could play, that then the day kunzi vaiwanuka mukana kuenda kana maclub ana Kaizer Chiefs wananika vangade vari fa. Myself I always joke and say ndakakurira maharani ndikada chitotambira Manchester United izvozvo but you couldn't get the chance. So this one ndakazviitira kuda kukavhira gap kungosvotesa my past. So you know sometimes for example one day ndakazombotenga chimota zvimamota zvawana zviya ndisana nemwana wangu ndisamba ndipota ndichigarira kuti ndichikura nomvera ndakachiita kuchikoro taishuvira kupfeka matafis aya china neslippers kuchikoroka ndisikakwanisi kutitengerwa zvakaoma pandakakura ndamwana wechu ndato baba ndangoritenga tafi ndikangorisa mboni kogara chichiona chiti iwe ndaisa kupfeka saka that's the main reason that pushed me. And also my main reason was to try to kupawo mukana to those young talented. If you see greenmind kazhinji tetinofanira wadiko akawanda chi I love supporting those guys somehow somewhere they might be noticed. And the vision also why I love supporting the boy guys, the vision, the end, I must be owning a Premier Soccer Club. That's I don't know when, I don't know how, but I always believe in what? In God. I know one day you will see Greenmind Football Club in Premier League, whether in Zim or here in South Africa or anywhere, but one day, that's the dream.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to come on to that one. But still, I think we must just clarify there, Kuti. As we just mentioned, with the long-term vision of Greenmind is to have an established professional Greenmind Football Club. Ichanga ichitamba whether ku Zimbabwe kana ku wherever kwa ichanga ichitamba. That is a very brilliant idea. But in I want to know Kuti business and border. Most balance as
what do you mean?
Like in terms of financing, are you taking finances? Okay, let me be open a little bit. Greenmind FC, you are one of the most organized social football club. Kati social tukutara mabuza, was tukutama mabuza kuno Cape Town. So Greenmind every season, mune jazz nyoma. Zviri very rare. Ndofunga tikataza ma teams atotama nawo kepa macha league kana ku CSS yo. Vanongona kuita jazz 1 ravanenge vachipfeka 5-6 season mamwe teams kubva zvatakamaziya vanongopfeka jazz 1. Imimi seGreenmind munochinja jazz every season hamudzokorodze jazz. That is a top professionalism. Saka ndopandoda kuziya kuti imimi mafans ekubusiness kuti Greenmind iri funded nemabusiness amunorane kana kuti mune ma-sponsors behind.
Okay, so firstly we get sponsors sometimes, but we don't have permanent sponsors. Sometimes we can just get one person who say, okay guys, I'm going to buy you a kit, I'm going to do this. But it's not like always. But Greenmind is mostly sponsored by the businesses we do. Like for example, this BGS was mainly created. The reason to form BGS was to run Greenmind FC. So which means the first profit that comes to BGS, it first covers Greenmind expenses. Before it goes somewhere else. That's what makes it easier. That's why we see sometimes even to ground Greenmind, we bring things, we sell, we do what, so that soccer thing can try to finance itself. That's why we do.
Okay. Still on greenmind. A lot of people have always wanted to know kuti imimi ku greenmind. Yes, you are the owner, but are you also the coach, or are you part of the coaching, or you're just an overseer like the chairman or the CEO? Can you please clarify on that one? Kuti imimi ku greenmind, besides being the owner, what is your other roles that you play?
Besides being the owner, I'm the top striker.
Okay.
And those young strikers, they learn from me. They take all those tricks from me. It's only that most of the things that I can't do it myself, but they're still here.
They're still in the.
I'm not the coach.
Okay.
The coach is there, but I help the coach, especially when the coach is not available. I help, but I'm not the coach.
So we can say you are the Benza of greenmind.
Yeah,
I'm the Rangers guy. I'm
the player of greenmind. But I love playing. Yeah, so that's the thing.
Okay.
I love playing. Yeah.
So still on the football journey, you've been competing in the Cape Amateur League for some seasons. I think Magambo Uya, Ndova Mambo Buddha. Yeah, Magadzoka foot.